So I'm here with Isabel and she's going to tell us a little bit about her music and what instrument she plays and about some of her compositions. And then she's going to be telling us a little bit about some special fundraising that she's doing. So hello Isabel.
Hello.
So Isabel, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? How old are you and how long have you been learning a musical instrument?
I'm 9 years old and I've been playing the viola since I was 5 or 6.
That's great. And why did you choose the viola?
My sister played the violin and I wanted to play an instrument too, and I decided to play a different thing to the violin, so I chose the viola.
And do you know anybody else that plays the viola?
And I don't know anybody else who plays the viola.
So at school, do you play in any bands or orchestras? And are you telling me there's no other violas in them?
I'm in a group called Strings for the prep, and also Miss Hattersley's orchestra.
Lovely. And you're the only viola in the whole orchestra?
And I'm the only viola.
And how does that feel?
Good.
So I believe you also write music. Could you tell us a little bit about that and how it all started?
Well, when I first started playing the viola, I wrote this little bit, and I called it Dancing Dots. And then when I came to the school Godolphin, we got a new teacher, and she helped me put that into a whole piece called Dancing Dots.
Oh, fantastic. And so is that for the viola?
Yes, and there's also a piano bit as well.
Oh, brilliant. So it's got an accompaniment too.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. And was it your idea for the music? Was it all your idea? Did you compose it?
Well, I told my teacher that I'd composed this first bit when I was little, when I was 5 or 6. And then she said, why didn't we add on to it? So we started to do that.
Now, a little birdie tells me you've got very strong ideas about what you do and don't want. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So if somebody suggests a note that you don't like, what happens?
Well, sometimes I don't want that, so then I decide not to have it.
Okay, so it's all your music.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And have you ever played Dancing Dots?
Yes, I played it at, there was a school music competition, and there was a bit at the beginning where you could just play and it wasn't part of the competition. So I did that.
Fantastic. So that was your world premiere of Dancing Dots, is that right?
Yeah.
Lovely. And so have you written any more music since then?
Well, I've written another viola piece called Bouncing Balloons, and there's also a piano bit to that.
And why did you call it Bouncing Balloons?
Well, with Dancing Dots, it was alliteration, so I decided to carry on doing alliteration with the title.
Lovely.
And I've also done this piano piece, and I'm raising money for the Globe Theatre, Shakespeare's Globe, and so you can buy the music, and I'm also signing it.
Oh, fantastic. So what's this piece of music called?
Living Lockdown.
Living Lockdown. And so am I right in thinking that was written during lockdown?
Yes, it was during lockdown that I wrote it.
Okay. And so how did you go about writing it?
Well, what does that mean?
So how did you decide to start writing it? Or composing it? Where were you? What instrument did you do it on? Everything about it. What can you remember? Was it for the viola?
No, I said it was for piano.
Oh, it's for piano. That's great. And so where have you got a piano?
And we've got a piano in the garage.
Oh, how is the piano? Is it in a good state?
No.
And so what happened?
Well, my mummy used to play the flute and the piano, and sometimes a few times she's gone in the garage, and then I sat down and tried to play the piano, and then I decided to write the few pieces.
Oh, that's brilliant. So once you'd played it on the piano and made up Living Lockdown, how did it get turned into the sheet music that you've got there?
Well, the first bit is at the beginning. That bit I made up in the garage, and then my mummy videoed me playing it, and we sent it to my teacher, and then we made up the other bits.
Oh, that's brilliant. So that's your piece, Living Lockdown, and you just said you're doing some fundraising for Shakespeare's Globe Trust. And why is it that you're raising money for the Globe Theatre?
Well, because of the coronavirus, and with other theatres too, it could never reopen. So I'm raising money so it can open again.
Okay, and have you ever been to the Globe Theatre?
No, but my mummy said that we could go after lockdown.
Well, we better keep it open then, hadn't we?
Yeah.
So how can people help you with your fundraising? What do they need to do?
Well, you go on the website and you can look at what you want to get, either Living a Lockdown, Bouncing Balloons or Dancing Dots, and you can get all 3 of them or 2 of them or just one, and you can get them signed. And also, if you pay £100 or more, I'll write a piece for you.
Wow, so you would compose a piece just for that person if they made
Yeah.
that very generous donation?
Yeah.
That's great. Now, I believe that the fundraising is on GoFundMe.com. Is that correct?
Yes.
On that website. And I'm told that if people search for your mummy's name, Elizabeth Roberts, for the fundraise organiser, that they should find your Isabel Roberts Save the Shakespeare Globe Trust. Is that right? Yes. Wonderful. And I think the other bit is people just need to know that when they sponsor you, if they send a message to the organiser, to your mummy, with their address on, then she can make sure that your music goes in the post to them.
Yeah.
Good, that's right too. Lovely. Okay. And so Isabel, will you be composing any more music?
Well, I did say if you pay £100 or more, I can write a piece for you, and I will be composing more music.
That's fantastic. Isabel, good luck, and we look forward to hearing more of your music.
Thank you.